Alright, so we all here for the same reason. You want to cop the Jordan 5 UNC, and in this video I'm gonna tell you how you can do that. Now, if you're watching this video when it comes out, then we already know who got EA on finish line. We already know who got selected in the draw, right? But if you didn't get selected in those, there's still that last hope. There's still sneakers and a bunch of other retailers, and we're gonna get into that in this video. I'm gonna be bringing you this information live from my cook group, a cook group built for beginners, and every single day, bro, we taking people from beginner to expert reseller. But enough of that, let's jump on the computer. All right, so we are live from Rico's Cooks. We are live from my cook group right now. And I just want to once again show y'all some of the success that the users are having. I mean, some of these people, bro, came in with like the most beginner questions, no offense to them. And look, now they're copping, right? So just to kind of show y'all the success and what's happening in our group, right? Anyway, before I talk about where we're gonna cop these, I want to talk about the resale market on these. First of all, I think we all agree that this is a pretty hard shoe. This is a dope shoe. You've heard my Rico laws of value, so to speak, as far as the value of a shoe like this, right? It's a UNC colorway, and while fives aren't usually the most coveted silhouette, the most coveted shoe, the UNC colorway is, right? The UNC colorway is crazy. Like, we see all the other shoes in the UNC colorway usually do well, right? So this is the same case with this shoe. Anyway, here's my theory on the resale of this shoe, right? Because right now the resale market isn't really just crazy on these, right? And this reminds me of the UNC 6, right? The UNC 6, when it first hit the streets, and let me show you the shoe I'm talking about, because it kind of matches this profile, except I think people like the 5 a little bit more than the UNC 6, right? Although I personally like the UNC 6 better. I just also have a problem with what they're doing on these UNCs as far as the heel tab. But anyway, this shoe, the market on this shoe has kind of came down, and honestly, they're priced pretty good if you ask me. But you see, like the weekend that they came out, they sold out quick, and then the price went up, right? So when you get this shoe, I think number one, the value is going to be a little bit better than this, but it's going to be similar, right? This is a shoe that you're going to want to sell quick if you're selling right now. If you're getting these for personal, which honestly I think most people are, I think most people like this shoe, then boom, you don't really have nothing to worry about. But there is a high stock on this shoe. Most 5s are mass produced, most 5s are kind of GR'd out, so that's pretty much that. Now let's talk about where to get them, right? And that's, of course, if you missed everywhere else, or just if you hit other places and you want more. The sneakers app, once again, is going to be your best place. Now, I preach this all the time. Multiple accounts is the key to hitting on sneakers. I don't care what anybody says. All the other videos that you've seen about how to hit on sneakers, including mine, those things, those tips about having everything else shut down is valid, right? But ultimately, it's a numbers game, right? It's a chance and probability game. And if you paid attention to math class, then you know increasing the number of chances is the only way to really increase your chance when the odds are against you, right? So multiple accounts is gonna be your best way. I have a video where I go far into depth. However, I'm gonna give you just some baseline rules if you are gonna use multiple accounts. Number one, you cannot be on the same internet connection as the other accounts, right? So, and I've got this before, people have said like, bro, me and my little brother, we both went for this shoe and we both took a L, or we never hit. Only it's always one or the other, right? And that's because a payment method is the best way to detect somebody who is a bot, or somebody who, because remember, these are limited one per customer supposedly, right? And I get it, you and your brother in this situation are two different customers. However, they're seeing you as one from the same IP or payment method, right? So definitely you got to use multiple payment methods. You have to use proxies, right? Once again, I just mentioned the IP. If you don't have proxies, right, and you're only, let's say you're running 2 or 3 devices, bro, well, have one on Wi-Fi, have one on cellular data, and then have one on maybe a hotspot, right? Because you, once again, an IP address is another way to filter somebody out. An IP address, that's like an ID, right? Think about it like an ID card. You're showing the same ID that the security definitely can tell that, hey, you entered this party already, right? So what you need to do to increase your chance on sneakers, ultimately, bro, honestly, this shoe ain't gonna be that hard to get, right? Like when I talk about hard, I'm comparing it to the harder drops like the Travis Phantoms or the Lobsters or something like this. That's not gonna be like this, right? So a lot of people already have pairs like secured, and this video is for people who maybe don't or just want to get more, right? So your next best chance actually is going to be foot sites, right? A lot of people don't know that they do kind of on drop day, they do run kind of a first come first serve thing on their online stock. However, the problem is it's not like that, bro. It's not really a first come first serve. It's heavily botted. From my botting experience, what happens is that you actually get a lot of checkouts, but they get filtered out sometimes if your stuff isn't correct, right? So what that means is that I've seen manual users kind of squeak through the cracks and get checkouts because they drip feed the stock too, right? So it'll come in waves, right? And another thing, what most people don't know as far as like just restocks and stuff like that on foot sites, these shoes, they might restock them like at 11 o'clock at night, bro. You just gotta periodically check the product page on Foot Locker, and then boom, you'll be able to get in there. So of course your places like Shoe Palace, Kith, all your like Shopify stores, they're gonna have these as well. They're gonna be on here on a first come first serve basis, and what those resale prices tell me is that the bots aren't gonna be out to play that heavy, right? The botters are gonna get some healthy stock and then check out of the game. They're not gonna let their greed take over like they would a Travis or something. So what that means is I think this, especially with the changes made to bot protection and where sneaker botting is, period, I think manual users are really starting to have a chance on sites like this, right? So ultimately, bro, like I said, everybody's gonna have action at this shoe. It's enough stock going on. There's enough stock going. There's enough demand, but then not too much demand to where everybody is really gonna be able to have a chance to kind of eat on this drop, man. Y'all, whoa, he cooking, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this shoe in the comments, man. Rico gang, love y'all. Let's get it.